Hello and welcome to Bold Radio. I'm your host, John McLeese. Sometimes in life, you just need some good advice, and no one is an expert at absolutely everything. That's why we're very proud to present the Bold Radio Expert Series, where we welcome a qualified and experienced individual to offer sound advice on an aspect of running a business. Our guest today is a highly qualified financial expert. We're very pleased to be joined by John Lund, manager of corporate lending at SCU, Steinbach Credit Union. John will bring his expertise today with tips for small business owners on coaching your banker. Very interested in this topic. Owning a small business is a very personal venture. The owner will guide the business the way they see fit, locate where they want to locate, and hire who they think will make the business grow. These personal touches should also extend to the bank that they deal with. We'll talk about how a small business owner can personalize their banking experience. John, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Who are the small business owners that we're talking about here today?
Well, in Manitoba, there's about 36,000 small business owners that would have somewhere between 1 and 10 employees. So if you think of the gas station owner, the home renovator, the person that's driving the highway tractor trailer down the highway, those are all small business owners in Manitoba. And,
a lot of those individuals, those are the ones we hear from on this program. Those are the ones that really take our advice and listen to us. Why do small business owners need to coach their bankers? Well, first of all, why does anybody need to coach their bankers?
Well, usually you might think of it as the other way around, where the bank is going to coach the small business owner. But I think there's probably 4 big reasons why you would want to coach your banker. You're going to save money on service fees and interest costs each and every year. It's going to put you at the head of the line when you need service. It's going to improve your relationship with some bankers you haven't even met yet. And it's going to earn the trust of your banker when you have emergency circumstances and you need help.
And really, it's coaching is also part of having a relationship with your banker. I think that's what you're saying, is that you want to have a relationship with your bank.
The single most important thing is to be able to communicate with them.
How do I coach my banker to help save me money? That's, I think, the big question.
Well, everybody's interested in that.
That's right.
And no matter the size of your business, you're going to need a bank account, and then you might need a whole variety of other services along with that. So as a business owner, your business is changing and growing, and at a bank or credit union, their services are changing at the same time. We might have new products, we might have new features, and you might never hear about that. So what you should do is you should find the time at least once a year to meet with an account rep at your bank or credit union. And the best way to go about that is to set up an appointment. Ask them in advance to review your service fees to see if there would be some changes that would be of benefit to you. So, for example, maybe you'd benefit from a bundled package of services, and right now you're using it a la carte. Or maybe there's a new service that you could use if you think of being able to deposit a check by using your smartphone instead of having to go into the bank. So once you've done that, then you want to ask your account rep, well, what changes could you make to the way you operate your banking to reduce your service fees or you lower your interest rates? So they're going to look at how you're conducting that, and they might recommend more online banking. They might recommend changing collateral on a loan so that you can lower your interest costs. And then the last thing you probably want to do is to tell your account rep that it's okay for them to contact you when they see something that might be a benefit to you in the future, so that they know that they're not inconveniencing you. They want to have a relationship with you, but they lack the resources to have a full review with every one of their business members, but they don't lack the resources to review your account if you ask them to.
So it's really kind of the squeaky wheel concept.
It very much is, yeah.
If you're kind of wanting to talk to them, they will want to talk to you. Okay, so a account rep changes and leaves the bank and goes somewhere else, and I come back and my relationship with John Lund has changed because John Lund is no longer there. How do I coach a banker who I haven't met?
Right, and that happens unfortunately frequently. And you may never, your account rep might be there and they might be on vacation. Or as you say, they may have gone somewhere else. Or the person who's approving the loan that you want, you likely will never meet that person either. So So the bank or credit union has a lot of basic information on you. They know your name, address, and phone number, but they don't really know who you are. So the way that you get around that is you provide your rep with a periodic, probably an annual, update on your business, what your successes are, what your challenges were that you've overcome, where are things heading in the future. Now, for a small business operator, it might be as simple as a one-page email that you send to your account rep. For larger, small businesses, it might be a very large update to a business plan. But with regular updates like that, then your account rep can respond more quickly to your needs and expedite them, which really kind of puts you at the head of the line when you're asking for service.
What about an emergency situation? How do I coach my banker or talk to my banker about helping me, cover those emergencies in my business?
Well, the first thing is to have that meeting that I talked about and give them that foundation. And then the second thing is to remember that some emergencies happen because you're busy and you forgot to call your banker, or maybe you thought, it's not really going to be a problem. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll look after itself. But your account rep, your financial institution, would always far rather have you call them about a potential problem that turns out to be nothing, rather than not hear about a potential problem that turns into something. So it's impossible to communicate with them too much on things that might be happening in the future. And once they've got that, like, banking's a personal business. You still need the support of your account rep. And the more they know about you, the more willing and excited they are going to be about providing that help.
Some great tips, John. Final question. What changes are occurring in financial services that impact Winnipeg small businesses today, and in particular, their relationships with their financial institutions?
Well, there would be three things that come to my mind. Privacy legislation, anti-money laundering regulations, and know your client regulations. And financial institutions are required to take these things very seriously, and we all do take them extremely seriously. So when we ask you as a business owner for updated information, when we ask you for your consent about something, when we ask you about the nature of the deposit that you're making into the financial institution, these are all designed to comply with that legislation, and it's not really just a matter of us being nosy. And if you as a business owner take the time to help your bank know you better on these basics, and then together with the reviews that we've already talked about, that creates a much better understanding of you as a customer, and it allows us to look after your needs a lot more efficiently when you have them.
Tips for small business owners and coaching your banker, an important thing to do if you are in business. And John Lund, manager of corporate lending at Steinbach Credit Union, he knew the answers today, and we thank him very much. John, thank you.